So are we gonna meet Jarvis' wife?
I am not permitted to tell you, unfortunately. But I'm glad that you're interested to meet her. That's great.
Yeah, because it's interesting, and maybe it is that she doesn't exist. Or,
I can't tell you.
but it's a big secret, right? They're doing that for a way, for a reason. I mean,
That they're not meeting her?
yes.
It's really difficult to answer this question because I've been told I'm not allowed to talk about it, so I can't tell you.
Okay, but if you're not allowed to talk, it's a big deal.
Again, I mean, what else can I say?
Okay, no problem. But Jarvis has a lot of secrets because I think in the pilot and second episode we saw him talking over the phone saying that, okay, we got her. Like, he recruited Carter on purpose, not just.
Right.
So do you know what's the reason for that?
I know what the reason is because we're just about to
okay.
finish filming the final episode, but I obviously am not allowed to divulge it to anybody else because look, it's part of what the season of the show is about, and it'll unravel as it goes along. You know, the episode that has just recently aired, I feel like we kind of killed the show because what you thought the show was supposed to be about, collecting these things, well, we got them all.
Exactly.
So now what is the show really about? The show's really about something else, and that's what we're going to find out next.
Well, the show show us, Leviathan. Leviathan is the Russian Hydra. So maybe we're moving towards that.
You're telling me?
I don't know.
Listen, I like the way you're thinking. But I can't confirm or deny it. This is really difficult.
Yes.
You're putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's another theory.
Okay.
The Winter Soldier was made by Russians because he had a red star. So maybe it has something to do with Leviathan in the 40s.
Maybe.
Okay, so what exactly could you tell me about Jarvis?
About Jarvis?
Yes.
He's a butler.
Yes. And what else?
I mean, look, the Marvel world is kind of brilliant in that everything is interconnected.
Yes.
That's one of their great things. I think that this show stands on its own. If you've never seen any other Marvel movie, you'll be able to make sense out of it pretty quickly. If, on the other hand, you are a Marvel fan, there are a lot of Easter eggs dotted all through the show. And I think that, the kind of questions that you're asking, I think it's fantastic that fans are asking those questions. And all I can say is we don't let you down. You're not going to be disappointed with how it plays out. But I can't tell you how it plays out.
Okay, so in terms of your character, in the third episode, we learned that he has been discharged because of his wife. And we're going to learn more about his past and how he influenced that on his present.
Let me think. I mean, are we going to learn more about his past? Yeah, I mean, we're going to find out a little more about his past. We're going to... What is great about this show is that it speeds up. As it goes along, once you're hooked into it, things unravel quite quickly from this point onwards. So I love the way that they are able to weave together character and plot simultaneously. But at a certain point, that plot's going to overtake us, if you know what I mean. So I think well, of course, we're going to find out more about him, about all of the characters, but I can't tell you in quite what way.
In what we saw of Jarvis and his relationship with Howard Stark, it reminded me of Anthony Hopkins and Remains of the Day.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. I mean, look, that wasn't, or rather it was, a thought that passed through my mind as I was thinking about the role, who Jarvis was. And then you can't help but think who has played a butler in the past and what do those butlers look like, and so I tried to marry together every single butler I've ever seen in a film and play that.
And what's your favorite butler you ever seen?
I have to be honest, I very much enjoyed John Gielgud in Arthur.
Nice.
And he did win an Oscar for it. I mean, he was completely brilliant. But then there's Delamelia in Trading Places. Anthony Hopkins is phenomenal in The Remains of the Day. There are a lot of good butlers.
Yeah.
There are a lot of really good butlers. God, I don't know what I was thinking taking this job on. I'm such a fool.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, nice to meet you.
Sorry for asking that.
No, it's fine. No, I'm glad that you're excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're thinking those things. It's cool.
Okay.